Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. Today we got 35 matches to watch before WrestleMania 35. So I came up with this list. This is 35 of the probably most memorable matches in WrestleMania. I tried to include a match from every WrestleMania. In some cases, that didn't happen. Let me know your thoughts on this, guys. If there are any matches you would like to include or some that didn't make the cut, comment down below. As always, guys, take some time and subscribe. Let's get right into this. 35 matches. Oh, keep in mind, this is 35 WrestleMania matches to watch before WrestleMania 35. First up here, WrestleMania 1, the classic main event between Hogan and Mr. T and Piper, Paul Orndorff. Not the best match in any books, but it is cool to look back 35 years ago at the main event between Hogan and Piper. My opinion, it probably should have been Hogan and Piper in the main event, but Mr. McMahon had other ideas. Number 2 and number 3 come from WrestleMania 3, talking about Randy Savage defending the Intercontinental Heavyweight title versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Still to this day considered to be one of the best matches of all time, not just WrestleMania. And of course, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Classic. Number 4 here, jumping ahead to WrestleMania 5, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, the Mega Powers Explode. One of my personal favorite manias, Hogan and Savage there, WrestleMania 5. Sadly, I didn't include nothing from WrestleMania 4. So let's move along to WrestleMania 6, Hogan and Warrior. Again, another classic here. Moving along to the 6th entry here. Randy Savage versus the Ultimate Warrior in the retirement match from WrestleMania 7. Again, one of my favorite matches of all time. Savage Warrior, WrestleMania 7. Absolutely love that match. Took five elbow drops from the Macho Man. Still couldn't get the job done. Wow. Number 7 and number 8 come from WrestleMania 8, another one of my personal favorites. First up again for the Intercontinental Championship, Bret the Hitman Hart versus Roddy Piper. Fantastic match, very underrated in my opinion. Doesn't get the love it deserves, and that's why I put it on this list. And again from WrestleMania 8, the WWF Championship match, Ric Flair defending against the Macho Man. Again, classic stuff here. Number 9 and number 10 come from WrestleMania 10. Again, sadly, didn't include much from WrestleMania 9. So, first up here, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. One of my personal favorites again. And then the ladder match, Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels. Who is the real Intercontinental Champion? Absolutely loved it. Number 11 here, I got the Iron Man match from WrestleMania 12. Bret Hart defending the WWF Championship versus Shawn Michaels. Number 12 comes from WrestleMania 13. Again, classic. You talk about WrestleMania matches and WrestleMania moments. You got to go to WrestleMania 13. Bret Hart versus Steve Austin in the submission match. I mean, you don't get much better than that, folks. Number 13 comes from WrestleMania 14. Again, one of my personal favorite WrestleManias, got to be 14. Undertaker versus Kane. This is not the last Undertaker match on here, so I thought the Taker and Kane match from 14 was awesome. If you haven't seen WrestleMania 14, go out of your way and definitely watch that event from start to finish. You won't be upset by that. Number 14 comes from WrestleMania 15. The Rock defending the title versus Stone Cold Steve Austin in the first of their 3 matchups. Number 15 coming from WrestleMania 16 or WrestleMania 2000. The Triangle Ladder Match. And without that match, we wouldn't have the precursor to the TLC match. Edge and Christian, the Hardys and the Dudleys square up for the WWF tag titles. And in my opinion, this was the start to a real kick in the tag team division. You know, those 3 teams really helped elevate those tag titles to new heights. Number 16, 17, and 18 all come from what I believe to be the greatest WrestleMania of all time, WrestleMania X7. Talking about TLC 2, Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit, and The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, second time around. I mean, you really could pluck almost any match from 17 and put it on a list because, again, from top to bottom, 17, talking about some good stuff there. Number 18 comes from WrestleMania 18, The Rock versus Hogan. Again, another one of my personal favorites. Or wait, that was actually number 19 from 18. Numbers 20 and 21 coming from WrestleMania 19. This is where I tried to pick one from almost every WrestleMania here. So 20 and 21 coming from 19. Jericho versus Shawn Michaels. This was Shawn Michaels' return to Mania in a classic clinic those guys put on. And then we got The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in their third and final match. Stone Cold's final match overall. Took 3 rock bottoms to finish it off, but The Rock got the job done. Number 22 comes to us from WrestleMania 20. And again, you could probably pick and choose, several matches from WrestleMania 20. But I'm going with Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero for that one. That WWE title match was off the charts. Number 23 here comes to us from WrestleMania 21. Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels. Again, when you talk about the best of the best, you think about Angle, you think about Shawn Michaels. That might be one of the greatest matches I've ever saw. Number 23. Or number 24, sorry. Comes from WrestleMania 22. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. Or Triple H versus John Cena. Again, I absolutely love that match. WrestleMania 22. Fairly underrated when it comes to the WrestleMania ranking. But Triple H and Cena put on a hell of a match. Numbers 25, 6, 7, 8, and 29 are all Undertaker matches. So number 25 here, WrestleMania 23 versus Batista. Then we have the match versus Edge at 24. The matches with Shawn Michaels at 25 and 26. And the match at 27 versus Triple H, the No Holds Barred match. Number 30 comes from WrestleMania 30. So again, I tried to pick a match from almost every WrestleMania. WrestleManias 28 and 29, nothing really made the cut there. Number 30 comes from WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. And one of my all-time favorite Mania matches, Daniel Bryan and Triple H. I was absolutely shocked at how well this match turned out. I absolutely loved it. Number 31, again from WrestleMania 31, the main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And then we got a surprise Money in the Bank cash in from Seth Rollins. In the heist of the century, Rollins cashing in, walking out of WrestleMania, the new WWE champion. Absolutely loved it. 32 might shock a lot of people here, but I enjoyed the match for what it was. Jericho versus AJ Styles. It could have been a lot better. A lot of people expected AJ to win. So did I. But, I like the match for what it is. Number 33 from WrestleMania 33. AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. You talk about openers at WrestleMania. This one definitely checks the box. And that might even be the best match from WrestleMania 33. Sorry, Taker and Roman, you didn't make the cut. Not this year. Number 34, also from WrestleMania 33. Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg for the Universal Championship. This would be one of the rare times the Universal title changes hands, and Lesnar would hold the title up for 500 days, 500 plus days as a champion. We're still waiting for the payoff for this. 2 years later, Lesnar is still the Universal Champ. And number 35 took place last year. I'm talking about Triple H and Stephanie versus Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey. In Rousey's debut match, she put on a hell of a show with a lot of help from her three comrades in that match. They definitely put together that match, very strictly with Triple H and Stephanie and Kurt Angle helping Ronda out along the way. There was no real ring rust from Ronda because she never really been in the ring before. But I think she did really well on her debut. And it shocked a lot of people how well that match turned out. I mean, wow. What a way to make a debut. What a way to, perform at WrestleMania. So there we have it, guys. 35 WrestleMania matches to watch before WrestleMania 35. Again, if you have any other matches you'd like to add to this, comment down below. As always, guys, take some time and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Peace.